As someone who started to consume pornography somewhere around the age of 12 years old, I am no stranger to feeling like total crap after finishing a porn session. In fact, recently I decided to ask ChatGPT how many relapses would it estimate I have had since I tried to quit porn during the years 2018 to 2023. Before that, I was already consuming porn for about 10 years, but it was only in 2018 that I realized I had a problem with it. I realized it because every evening I came home after finishing my work, hitting the gym, and walking home, I would come home and I would either immediately sit in front of the computer or I would take a shower first and then I would sit down in front of the computer and I would think to myself, I am going to work on my game project because I want to finish this mobile game that I have. I have this brilliant idea and I'm going to make it, I'm going to publish it, I'm going to make money, I'm going to become somebody. And I would always procrastinate. I would browse websites online, just reading news articles. I would go to YouTube, I would watch YouTube videos. And eventually, the more I thought about, okay, I'm gonna start soon, I would start to feel anxiety because I would know I actually have to start soon. If I procrastinated for half an hour, I would think, yeah, well, 5 more minutes, and 5 more minutes passed. Oh, damn, it's been half an hour already. I really have to get started now. And that would actually make me feel stressed and anxious because I didn't start the goddamn thing I was supposed to. So what I did instead was I went to watch porn because pornography made me forget everything. It made me not feel any of those negative emotions. And then I would watch pornography every single evening. And what I noticed after each of those goddamn sessions was that I felt empty. Not physically, I mean, also physically, but I felt empty on the inside. I felt sad. I think that's the best, most easy way to describe it. I felt sad. And at some point I realized it's because I'm craving connection. Even though consuming pornography felt incredibly good, I will never forget how the book Easy Peasy Method, the easy way to quit pornography, I will never forget how that book said, pornography does not provide you with genuine pleasure because holy hell, did it feel good. That's the one thing that I will never forget about those times that I just kept consuming pornography. It felt so utterly good. That is why I was able to not do the things that actually mattered to me. I was able to neglect the things that could have changed my life for the better because it felt so goddamn good. But why did it leave me feeling so empty afterwards? Because it is just pixels on the screen. Even though it's a real woman, it has real consequences, making those sessions unethical every time you consume porn, especially if it is a website that is something else than Pornhub, which at least has been vetted to some extent these days and shouldn't contain underage or non-consensual material, at least as much as it used to before it got into trouble, then you are like 99.9% certainly consuming your porn unethically because it is a real woman there that you're watching, but you are not connecting with that real woman. And that is where the big difference is and why I ended up going to these websites that you could anonymously leave a post and, say what you are looking for. And at the time, back then, there were actually women also, which was surprising because usually the internet is just full of men pretending to be women. But I remember there were some real women, and I would sext with those women. And that made me imagine that, oh, I was just missing the connection. So now if I add connection to this porn habit of mine, maybe it's not so bad after all. Maybe I should actually lean into this more. And that's why I struggled for many, many years, and it got worse and worse because now I was sexting with these girls online while I was watching porn. So I felt connected to somebody, a real person, and I got the pleasure from the pixels on the screen. And eventually it got so bad that I got involved with, paid women. And let me tell you, the connection is definitely not there when you do that. Because I remember after that interaction, it's funny, I was the one who paid money, and yet I was the one who felt violated. I was the one who felt assaulted. I remember I just wanted to shower after that. Like, I don't know how to put it into words, the feeling that I got. Because it's not just that you feel dirty, like when you don't shower for a long time, because that's physical, that's on your body, on your skin. But this is like you feel dirty on the inside. It's a very weird, violated feeling. And why I wanted to share this with everybody on the internet is because that's the danger of porn addiction. I know there's people who say like, yeah, well, that's a you problem. It's not my problem if you have a problem with porn. And then they continue to consume porn, which is not good for society or the world, but they are too goddamn blind to that, or they are in denial or whatever coping mechanisms they have going on. But in any case, I just want to warn the young guys who have that gut feeling that this porn habit that you might have, when it feels wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. Why? It's because it's not who you are. You have been groomed as a young boy or a young man by the internet, and now you are messed up in the head. Your wiring in your brain is messed up. And that's why you genuinely believe you want these things. Imagine the nastiest, most disgusting scenes you have seen in porn. You do not want to do any of those in real life with a real woman. Even if during your session you think you do, you don't. And I just wish somebody told me when I was in my 20s like that, and I thought it's what I want. When I tried to chase it, when I tried to convince myself, this is who I am, this is my identity, I am a pervert. Or, everybody is a little bit of a pervert, but what I mean, I was not a disgusting, depraved pervert, is I think what I should say, but I thought I was. So anyway, I think that's enough for this video. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this, because it helps my channel, and consider subscribing, of course. And I will see you in the next one. I will try to make these videos weekly. So see you next time. Bye-bye.